Hi, my name is Kana and I'm a struggling photographer, probably just like you. Maybe that's kind of harsh because struggling is all subjective, but I think we all know as an artist that you never really feel like you're exactly where you want to be in your career, and I guess that's how I feel right now, so I guess you could call it struggling. So I wanted to make a video showing you guys start to finish how I plan, create, think of new ideas for a bikini shoot, because one thing that I'm never short of is ideas. I also really wanted to do this video because I think there's a lot on how to use your camera, the very technical side of photography, but there's not a lot about how you plan and carry out start to finish a shoot and bring to the table new ideas that people haven't seen before, or variations of those ideas. And I also think it's so important to have more of a female perspective on photography. This is really for you if you are your own stylist, your own creative director, you're still hustling, you don't really have much of a budget, or the budget's all coming from you. I'm trying to keep it really low budget and give you some tips and tricks on how to be cheap. And for this shoot, like I said, I'm focusing on bikini shoots, but I can do all sorts in the future. I think right now summer's coming up, so we all want to do those fun bikini beach shoots, and this is kind of transferable to really anything having to do with swim or resort wear. So for every shoot, how I start can be so different. But for this one, I'm shooting with a model that I've already shot with, so I know her, I know how she models, I know her look really well. And the shoot also has no boundaries. It's really just for me and her, I guess you could say for fun. But portfolio work, it's really just to show off whatever we really want to. So yeah, it's kind of whatever we want to make it. So usually when I just start off with no concrete ideas and just a model, I usually look through all the different photos I have in my phone. I'm not talking about Instagram, but I have this folder of just a bunch of random stuff that I take pictures of. It could literally be something I saw at a thrift store, it could be a light that I saw, it could be a poster somewhere, it's just all random stuff. And there I'll kind of see if I see anything that really jumps out for me. For this shoot, the thing that really jumped out for me was this. I'll put it on the screen. So you might think I'm weird and crazy, but does anyone else love those TikTok ice videos? Okay, well that's what this photo was from. But I loved the idea of heart-shaped cherries. It's also kind of trending right now, just ice. I don't know if anyone just saw Alex Earl's cover for Paper. I think it was Paper. I don't know. And I actually saw this long ago, but I feel it's kind of the perfect time to use it because it's on trend, but it's a totally new spin that I haven't seen anyone use. So this was the full basis of this shoot that I really thought of. After I saw that, then I went to Instagram and I created this mood board that I'll put here. I can make a totally full separate video about how I find inspiration and what I look for to put into mood board, because for me it's a whole long process of how I choose each photo, because I really never want to be recreating photos. That's never my goal. Yeah, and I don't think that should be anyone's goal. Like I said, once I found that photo, this was the inspiration I'm going for. My model, her name's Kenzie. She has really beach blonde hair. My brain kind of naturally associates people with colors sometimes, or certain shoots with colors. For this shoot, I really was thinking icy pink, icy blues, whites. I think it'd look really good on her skin tone and also with her hair. And since we're still going spring into summer, I think it's nice to kind of have that melting. So I don't know, that melt in from spring into summer. I felt that was kind of the vibe. That's, as you can see, kind of the creative inspiration I was going for. With that, let's go into wardrobe, because I think that that's really what I start working on next. Okay, wardrobe. This is where I feel so many people struggle. A little bit about me. Before I was a photographer, I was actually a model for 3 or 4 years. I modeled professionally. I specifically modeled bikinis. That was my thing, the niche that I really focused on. So trust me when I tell you, I know a lot about swim shoots and bikinis, and honestly, photography is still kind of male dominated. So I almost always ended up shooting with guys, and let me tell you the amount of times where I would be going to shoot with a photographer and I'd be okay, well, is there any look you're going for, anything you want me to bring? And they'd be I don't know, just bring whatever you think, whatever you want. I think that is a huge mistake as a photographer, is just pushing onto your model to style herself or relying on her, I promise you your work will look so much better if you start to finish think of exactly how you want your frame to look, especially with wardrobe. And I know that can be really hard for guys because you're not a woman, you don't look for female clothes, and I get that, but trust me, work on it, because it's something that's really, really gonna help you, especially when you're first starting out and you're not working with a stylist. When you're working with just like a small brand and you're starting out, like, you're not gonna have anyone to style it for you. And if you're sending them back images where their clothes are like not fully together, like there's mismatch, or you just like let the model do it, it's not gonna feel like you. So again, I could kind of make a whole nother video of how to really think about wardrobe and styling. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna just give you what I thought of and some basic pointers. So I usually try and shoot 3 looks, sometimes 4. I also shoot all on film, so I usually get 3 rolls to 4 rolls, and now I've been kind of wanting to do 5 rolls. But if I'm doing 3 rolls, I'll do a roll a look. If I do 4, then I'll kind of just like try and break it up as best as I can. If you're digital, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, basically the first look I was thinking about was my cherry ice, because that's the first concept that I thought of. For that look, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted, because I knew I didn't want something that conflicted too much with the ice. Like, I feel like I really want that to stick out. I wanted something that kind of emulates the iciness. So I went with this bikini. It's I don't know if you can see, but it has an iridescent sparkle to it. Here's the top. It's insanely cute. It's actually not mine. I rented it, which is a good tip if you don't have women's wear. Yeah, if you can see the iridescence, I feel like it's really going to shine in the sun. It's gonna let the cherries like stand out, but then it's gonna kind of emulate the iciness, and also it kind of is giving like a cool little light effect, which I love. And it's gonna look amazing on Kenzie. I mean, anything would look amazing on her, but I think white is gonna be gorgeous. So another important thing about wardrobe that can really change your shoot and your vibe is accessorizing. I think about this so often. I think for this white look, I'm either gonna go with nothing, or maybe like a gold belly chain or something really simple and classic, because we don't really need to take away from what I was talking about. We already have a lot going on. Well, I almost forgot to show you, and now I'm super sad because they broke. But I found these today, and I guess I'm gonna go return them and try and get new ones. I found these bows that have these little cherry charms on them. As you can see, both cherries on both broke off, and I've literally had these for like an hour. So I'm gonna go return them and get new ones. And honestly, I would keep them if I could find the little red cherries, but they were missing, so I would just re-glue them on. But my idea was, for the white bikini, I was just gonna take the little jump ring off and add the jump ring onto the middle of the bikini, so it was just hanging off like a little cherry. I'm not even going to be using the bows, just the little cherry charm as a cute little nod to the cherries, and I feel like it could be a cute close-up. Yeah, you'll see. Hopefully I can get my money back, because these are $14, but okay. Probably I'm not thinking about accessories too much, but I will be a lot in future videos and other shoots. So be sure to look out for that, because I think that's another really hard thing that photographers don't think about, is how much like giving something a model to play with, something to have on her that on set can give you new shot ideas. They can add so much texture and just intrigue and interest, and I feel like a bikini shoot can end up being very flat and very repetitive and boring. So yeah, I can go into that in another wardrobe video and other shoot videos where I'm thinking about that more. But my next look, I will do the pink look. This one has been difficult for me, because I knew, so since I had like my simple white look, I wanted to go with a cute pink look to kind of like counterbalance the pink and red cherries. So I asked her if she had any pink bikinis, because I personally don't. She did have this really cute pink bikini. It's a little bit bright, but I think in editing, and also since I shoot on film, it's gonna be more muted. So she had that cute bikini, which honestly would have been good enough itself, but I kind of wanted to add something over it, and I honestly might not use this, but we'll see how it looks in person. But I also rented this pretty pink shawl. I just really loved the texture on it, and I thought it would add a lot to a photo, and it would also kind of lighten the dark pink on her bikini if I didn't want it to be so vibrant. But yeah, really I just loved the texture of it, and that's one of the important things to think about when you're looking or thinking about wardrobe, is how it's going to look in an image and if it's going to create some interest. And so depending how it all looks in person, the last part of this look, I really wanted to do a balaclava. I'm not sure if we're going to use it because the colors are not what I was envisioning together. I've literally tried everything to lighten this, like bleach, peroxide. It's a lot more vibrant than I wanted. But I thought like a cute balaclava moment, kind of like in one of the inspo photos, would be cute. But yeah, we'll see in person. I also could lighten it after the fact, like when I'm editing. But I don't know, I don't usually love doing that. So we'll see. This might be a dud and I might just use it in a future thing. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought like I really love balaclavas and headgear for beach shoots because I feel like it just gives this like air of coolness, or just like you're there and you can feel what it feels like to be at the beach. Like it's a little bit crisp, but it's still warm out. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so for the last look, I wanted to do something like a light blue if I could find that. I also really wanted to base it off of like this look because I honestly haven't shot something like that before, and I just love the idea of like a micro boy short and a tank top with a bikini under it, and I love like the strings sticking out. So when I was looking for things, I didn't really have what I wanted, so I kind of just went and looked around, and I found this really cute set. So these are the little boy shorts and then the matching top, and it has really cute like fine stripes, so I kind of like that. It gives like a little nautical nod, I guess you could say. And then the thing that I'm kind of struggling with is what bikini to put under it, because I have to make sure that it's in her size. Also that I like the straps sticking out because I'm being super particular and annoying. So I really wanted to use these because I love the little gold things sticking out. I thought the green would be cute, but the top to this is like a bandeau top, so I don't think she could wear it under this top. I need probably like ones with straps. So I don't know if I'm just gonna have her wear one that like maybe the straps don't match. I don't know. I have like a dark green one I might have her wear. She's also bringing some bikinis, so we'll kind of see. And that's an important thing as a photographer, is to be open to change and not be so strict. Like have a really good idea of what you're going for, but also be open to who knows what could happen, because sometimes some of your best photos happen when you're not even expecting it. And yeah, if I do a fourth outfit, I'm gonna just be like, is there anything specific you want to wear? And I'm also bringing like a bunch of other bikinis. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how we feel, if there's a fourth outfit or not, and what it will be. The props I told you about, I was gonna bring the little cherry ice cubes. So I got cherry ice cube trays on Amazon. I also just bought cherries so I could take the stems out and freeze them in. I also had to get a cooler because I'm driving like an hour for this shoot, so I'm really hoping that they don't melt before I get there. I think for this shoot, that's most of the props I'm gonna do, because I kind of just want to have like the focus on the one outfit having a prop, and the other ones she can be more free-flowing. Because sometimes I noticed that if you have something like too conceptual and like too much for a model, sometimes it's harder for them than if you just let them be. And I really like letting my models just be and exist, because I think I get a lot of their best photos when I'm just shooting them how they are, because they know how they look best, and also that's their job. They know what they're doing. Okay, so location. This shoot was kind of easy to plan, honestly, because out of process of elimination, I knew we wanted to do Laguna. The water's the best right now. Malibu, the weather is really on and off in April, and also it's really windy during this time of year. There's 4 beaches in Laguna that I really know of and like, or my last 2 was at 2 of those beaches, and my next shoot is at another, so I went with the 4th beach option because I just don't really like shooting at the same location back to back to back, because I feel like you kind of start losing ideas and losing inspiration. I like showing up and like, oh, it's a new space, versus like, oh, I was just here like last week. Then you kind of know where everything is and everything kind of looks the same. So yeah, I'm going to Victoria Beach this time. I actually haven't shot as a photographer there. I've only been there once as a model. I'm really excited. I don't know if we're going to use the tower or not. It's like an iconic tower. I wasn't really planning on it, but we probably might end up using it because it's there. Depends on how the tides are. Let me give you another really big tip. I have grown up on the beach my whole life, so I know about this, but I have noticed a lot of photographers, not everyone was as lucky enough to grow up on the beach. Something that's so important to do is check the tides. You don't even know the amount of times I would show up to a shoot and the beach is gone because it's high tide. And the photographer had no idea because it's just not something you really think about. But the ocean is a living thing. It is a thing that changes and moves. And that's something you really need to worry about depending on what beaches you're at, because somewhere like Malibu and Laguna, the waves can get really big and crash right on shore, and you don't want your model being like swept away or waves crashing on her. So yeah, make sure you check the tide charts, please. Okay, camera and film info. So I shoot on a Canon AE1. I could get it right now, but I honestly, okay, I guess I'll get it. Okay, I'm not gonna go too deep into this. Like maybe I'd make a whole separate video about this too. But this is the camera I use. I use a Canon AE1, which is a film camera. I have the 50mm on it right now. It's slightly bent, so ignore that. I don't take amazing care of my cameras, and that is really bad advice, but that is just me. I'm sorry, they're not that expensive of cameras. I don't have really nice ones. And I care more about being in the moment than I do about having like a really expensive fancy camera that I'm scared to get like sandy. So I get not that great of cameras that doesn't matter if they get that sandy. So yeah, this is my 50 on it right now, but most of the time I'm using this lens, which honestly it's a 75 to 200mm, so it's a pretty zoom lens. It also has a macro setting, which is fun. Yeah, this is my favorite lens. Ignore that it has like stain on it somehow. Gives you more versatility when you're shooting at somewhere like the beach, where in Laguna, for example, there's a lot of reef and rock that you're walking on. You can't like move as fast, and so this kind of allows you to get like tight, like really medium shots like quickly. And this is just bonus, but this is a Super 8 camera that I just recently got that I haven't even gotten really to shoot outside yet. I've only shot it inside and it was too dark and the film didn't turn out very well. And then the time before I brought this, the batteries died. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. Hopefully nothing happens to it this time. And we'll see how that turns out. Oh, and then film I use Portra 400 most of the time, or Portra 800 if I'm shooting into sunset. I'm probably gonna get 4 rolls of Portra 400 and then I have 1 roll of Portra 800 just in case. I personally just find their colors to be the most like warm, which is what I like. I just personally like those the best, especially for shooting at the beach. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything for before shooting. So I'll catch up with you again when I'm shooting and after. Update, I fixed the little cherry. I just took one and put it back on and whatever. I'm too lazy to go return them and get new ones, so I was gonna take them off anyways. But basically what I'm gonna do is take off these earrings that kind of act like big pretty jump rings. Put the little jump ring through it, and then since this can come off and on really easily since it's just like a click-on earring, put it like on the little string that goes right here, or maybe even on like the tie of the bottoms, and yeah, it'll be a cute little cherry charm. And these are what I'm using. They're both like the Italian sodas from Trader Joe's. I might honestly end up even using one of these bottles as like a prop, like take the labels off. We'll see, but yeah, I'm excited. Hello everyone, it's shoot day. Ignore my face, it looks bad, but my bikini gods answered me because I have really been stressing out about the pink outfit because I just don't know if her bikini is gonna match this pink shawl that I showed you guys, and I really want to use this because I rented it. So I don't want to waste that money. So I've been really stressing out, like literally I went to Target yesterday, I went to the thrift store yesterday looking for a pink bikini that could possibly match this. I went through all of mine to get like other colors like tan and stuff that would maybe match this. None of them were really feeling like the vibe, so I was just gonna pray that they matched, which honestly I think they would have, but in some level. But today I went to the farmer's market with no hope of finding a bikini. because why would a crochet bikini girl be there with a pink crochet bikini? This is luck, okay? Sometimes you just gotta trust your instincts. I wasn't even looking for it. It was just there, and it was so cute. I love it. It's more like this purpley pink, which I like. It's gonna look pretty, and it came with a hat. Come on. What is better than that? That is so cute. So yeah, thank you, universe, for listening to me. And yeah, this is a lesson to sometimes look in places you would never expect. Farmers markets are so good because they always have like really unique things that people make that like no one else is gonna have this. So I'm really excited, and I was a little bit anxious, and now I'm just excited. Okay, ignore that I changed. I just wanted to be more comfortable. Okay, so let's pack with me. I'm gonna start out with the things that I 100% know that I'm bringing. So 100% know this bikini going in. So I'm also gonna bring a towel. Tip about shooting at the beach, you're always gonna need a towel, okay? To change, to lay your stuff on. Maybe she gets wet, maybe you get wet, you don't know. So along with the pink bikini, I'm bringing the shawl, and I'm putting it in a separate bag just to like protect it from anything. I don't know, I just don't want to get it messed up in any way. And then I also know I'm bringing this white bikini, and since I also rented this one, I'm putting it in a bag because this one also could potentially get wet. Usually I'm not this careful like with my own stuff, but it's not mine, so I'm being extra cautious. And also there's so many sequins on that one, I don't want them getting caught on anything. And then I know I'm bringing this blue outfit to go under that one. Oh, okay, sorry, I have so many bikinis everywhere because I washed them all. But yeah, to go under that one, I was thinking either this green one, so we'll put that in there, or this brown one, and I really like the gold little tassels. I'm also going to bring this blue bikini just in case, like if we want a fourth look, or if the, I don't know, the set doesn't work or something, I don't know, this could also be cute under it. You always just want to bring backup options. Something doesn't fit, you never know. Same with this brown shell one, could be a good backup. And this white one could be a good backup. And I think that's all the backups I'm gonna bring. Also, this dress I think might be hers that she left with me from a last shoot, so I'm bringing that to ask her if it is hers. Okay, I think that should be good on the bikini side. Next is all of our jewelry and little things. I can't forget this little cherry. Does anyone else just hoard like a shit ton of boxes and bags just in case you might need them one day? Well, I do, and I'm pretty sure I just got rid of a bunch, and now I'm really wishing I kept them because this is the only little box I have left. But it's perfect for this. In this bag is a bunch of body chains, just like a million different ones to choose from. And I was thinking maybe this bracelet, if she ends up wearing the brown bikini under the blue outfit, could be cute. Pro tip, glitter spray. I have gold and I have silver. I'm thinking silver might be more of the call this time, but we will see. Gold gives me more beach though, so I don't know. So the most important thing, camera. In here I have my big lens. I have some extra batteries for my film camera. I have a roll of 800, and then here's all my 400, 4 rolls. Don't need a lot. of extra stuff when I'm doing film unless I'm using the flash, which I'm debating on bringing the flash, but I think it's just going to be too much of a hassle and I don't really feel like dealing with it. So also always have rubber bands, good for my hair and also good for in case something doesn't fit right, or maybe you want her to put her hair up, who knows. And then also a jacket for yourself if it's like still cold out at night. Okay, so this is what I'm really stressed about. Not this, the ice. I think I'm gonna bring this and put some, this is edible sparkles. I don't know what to call it. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. I also used this in the ice. Look at that. Yeah, that's sick. So I thought that could be cute to hold. So what I'm really stressed about is the ice. So here's the portion where I guess I'm just gonna kind of review some of the footage. The ice went well. It was difficult in the sense that it melted because I had to drive so far, but I think it turned out pretty good. Also, the stems didn't really work out how I wanted, but I didn't get any footage of that. What you're watching right now is of the pink outfit. This outfit turned out to be my favorite. It was really crowded that day, so that was like the kind of annoying thing, and that's just something you have to work with, as I kind of expected I was gonna have to edit some people out. The sun wasn't setting directly on the horizon. It was like a little bit north, which allowed me to get good shots with the water, which I was really hoping for with that pink. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you how they turned out, both the cherry and the pink suit here. So after the first two looks, and like I mentioned before, I usually try to do a film roll, and sometimes I end up doing a little bit more if I have more than 3 rolls. Kenzie mentioned that she had like a couple photos that she kind of had an idea for, so I was happy to try and help her with that, and I think they ended up pretty cool. So we did that really quick, and then we changed into the last outfit, which was like the blue stripes, and I really still like how this turned out. I wish I would have gotten more variety. I think by this time I was just kind of like over all the people. Like it got even more crowded, and it was like impossible to find a spot without anyone, because I think I would have gotten a lot better ones if there were less people, but that is just how it goes. Yeah, but we did end up finding this like cool spot that looked a little bit like Mexico, and then I was like, why are we even shooting where all these people are? Let's just go to the regular beach. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. So yeah, then we finished the shoot on the beach, and that's how these turned out. Okay guys, that was a roller coaster of a ride, but I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to keep seeing these videos. I already have another one on the way, so be looking out for that, and let me know what you want to see next time. Bye!